Hey, it's your best friend Edward right here. I've mentioned in the last video that I am a reptile breeder in Taiwan. Well, many have asked me, why have I become a reptile breeder? You see, breeding ball pythons or breeding any snakes in general is like playing a game like Pokemon, where you can fuse two different animals and make something that has the characteristics of both, but even better. It's like when I'm a kid, I play this video game that I might have a fire element skill and I have an iron element skill, and I can fuse those two skills together and form like an iron fire tornado kind of skill. It's very much like that. I would say the fun in this business comes from this very instinctive, explorative nature in our heart. We just want to see what will happen if we fuse two things together, and we want to see what we can make that no one has ever seen before. So today I want to show you some of my ball python pairings, and along the way I will show you what they might produce, and just maybe I can stir up some interest in you for reptiles. But wait! I won't go into the boring genetics about things. Although there's a lot of genetics involved in ball python breeding, I don't want to bore you with that. Just try to think of the genes that I mentioned in this video is like some kind of skill, like I mentioned earlier. They can fuse together and produce something great. So without further ado, let's go! So first up, we have this girl who looks already pregnant. And she's a pastel spider orange dream calico. So that's 4 genes in there. The calico and the spider really creates this white-sided in a ball python. That's really cool. And she's bred to a lesser pied male this year. So that means the babies will all be 100% head pied. So we could have pastel pies, spider pies, orange dream pies, calico pies, or all of the gene combined in the future. That's a very exciting project. Especially when you mix spider with pied and lesser with pied, you create this really high white pie, which I really like. So many genes packed inside. That's very good. Good girl. And the second girl here, she's actually just a pinstripe and she looks pretty swell too. And she's bred to actually the same male, which is the lesser pied. So their children will be lesser pinstripe head pied, pinstripe head pied, lesser head pied, or just normal head pied. But if you mix those kids together again, you can create a lot of different cool pies. Next, we have these guys. Well, you see, hey, Edward, that's like 2 normal ball pythons. It might seem like it, but actually these are double head dreamsicles. And dreamsicles are, like I showed you here, that's dreamsicle. So a dreamsicle is basically a lavender albino pied. So the babies of these snakes will have a 1 in 16 chance to become one of these snakes. But also you can have normals, you can have pies, you can have lavenders, absolutely great. And it is considered like the base of many cool combinations out there. So this will be the start of many cool projects. So next up, now this girl right here, she's a cinnamon. And this boy right here, he's a banana cinnamon yellow belly or gravel. So in this pair, we can get super cinnamons, which are like jet black snakes, but we can also get banana super cinnamons, which is like this purple gray snake. Super cool. Not to mention we also have yellow belly in the mix. We can make some absolutely cool stuff in the future. Wow, man, those are some big snakes. Now, one of my favorite projects here at EK Reptiles is that we make fake pies, which is if you have champagne, which is this girl is a champagne. If you mix champagne with pie, that's a lesser pie. If you mix champagne with pies, you can have champagne head pies, which logically should not have any pie looks, but actually they look just like pies. So I don't know why, but this like the idea that this should not happen, but it actually happens. It's something that I'm chasing and I really like. So this fake pie project is one of my favorites. Now that's another very exciting project. This is a super pastel spider ivory bred to a leopard highway. We can have leopard ivories, we can have leopard highways, we can have spider leopard highways, we can have spider leopard ivories, and we can have pastel in that mix. And leopard ivories are also called silky ways, and that is what we're focusing our strength on in EK Reptiles. And we wanted to create all kinds of special things with the leopard ivory. So the reason why I really love leopard ivories is because that ivory is like this really plain yellowish white snake that you can't get any pattern in it. But people have found that if you add leopard to the mix, you can actually have this crazy purplish pattern to it. So from that point, it's like a base. So you have leopard ivory as a base, and then you can mix in some different genes to make it even better. So for me, I like the things that people don't work with because it makes it much more fun to work with. And there's a bigger chance to produce world's first snakes. And that brings us to our last pairing. So this is a hidden gem Woma pastel ivory possible leopard. I think it's actually a leopard because it got this head pattern, these little dots that looks very much different from a hidden gem Woma ivory. He's breeding this one, and that's a pastel Anchi ivory. So everything they produce will be ivories, and they will have pastel, they will have Anchi, and they'll have hidden gem Woma. But most importantly, they will have leopard, which is the silky way I'm talking about. So that wraps up some of my breeding project this year. Of course, we don't just breed ball pythons, we have corn snakes, we have blue tongue skinks, heck, we even have Kenyan sand boas. But if we have chance in the future, we'll absolutely talk about them. I have to tell you that I'm living the dreams that I'm working with these animals. They are so beautiful, so unique, and so great. And I just want to share my joy with you. So what do you want to see next? Let me know in the comment section. Is there any combinations that you're absolutely addicted to, like I'm addicted to the silky way? Tell me also in the comment section down below. Hope you have a nice one, and I'm out!